friends, welcome back to this week's dessert idea. This week, you guys, I am going to be sharing with you guys how I make my butter pecan cake taste like homemade. It's not homemade, guys. Believe it or not, it's from the box. So what we're going to be using today, guys, I am going to flip the camera around, let you guys see exactly what I'm going to be using. This video is going to be a hack on how we make our box cake mix taste like the homemade thing. And it's so simple. It's just a matter of what you're adding over into your box cake mix. No one will never know. And again, it's going to be moist, good, and delicious. If you are new to this channel, I am AlphaDior. I share with you guys how I come up with different dessert ideas, the different dessert ideas you can make, different hacks that you may throw into your box cake mixes to make them taste scrumptious. You will never know that it's actually from the box. So if you're interested, guys, stay tuned. Okay, friends, so what we are going to be using our Betty Crocker butter pecan cake mix. We have our vegetable oil, and it really doesn't matter what type of vegetable oil, canola oil you have. We have our vanilla extract. We have 4 eggs. We have our spray oil for our pan. You will need that. Here I have some cashew nuts, because what we're going to do with these, guys, you'll see. But it's going to be really scrumptious. We have our cake flour, and of course we have our water. So if you're interested, let's go ahead and get started. First things first, guys, what we're going to do, go ahead and get our cake flour over into our bowl here, like so. Okay. So what this is just the cake flour I took out of the cake box. And yeah, so next things, guys, we're going to go in with our cup of water. Get it over into your cake flour. We could go ahead and start mixing this and get it all mixed up really well. What you want to make sure is you have all your lumps out of your flour. If you have a hand mixer, go ahead and grab your hand mixer, or if you're going to be using a tabletop mixer, that's fine as well. I don't have a tabletop mixer, but I do have a hand mixer. But if you are not new to the channel, you'll know I just normally just use my spoon, unless it's, you know, a holiday or something. I might pull out, you know, my cooking utensils. But if it's just for the sake of, you know, just a simple dessert, I'll go ahead and just use my spoon. So yeah, so just like so, you're getting your lumps and stuff out of your cake flour. Okay. Next, what we're going to do, guys, we're going to go in with our vegetable oil. And don't be afraid, because like I said, you can't really go wrong, because you're going to just go off the back. If you guys notice, I don't put the ingredients in my description box a lot, because normally we go off our cake box. I try to keep it really simple for you guys. So on the back of your cake box, your ingredients will be there. Now, if you guys see the extra stuff that sometimes I may throw in, like the vanilla extracts or so forth, I will just tell you what I'm using. And yeah, so on the back of your cake box, it's telling us a half a cup of oil, and when I say let's revamp this and doctor it up so it can taste homemade, a lot of times when you go off the back of your cake box, I like to put a little bit of extra, and that's when I say we're gonna doctor it up, and it just makes your stuff taste a little bit more homemade. Okay, so we're just mixing this in. Like so. Okay, next thing you want to do, you guys, you want to come in with the back of your cake box will tell you 3 eggs, but again, I am putting in 4 eggs. Okay, normally I try to do them one by one, but every now and then I may just dump them all in there. So here I have 4 eggs, and we're just going to go ahead and get that stirred up here. Scrape them bad babies down in there. Stir, stir, stir. Okay, next thing you want to do, you guys, to give your cake a little oomph, is you want to go ahead and you want to add over, well, usually I add over a teaspoon of the vanilla extract, and it does not have to be anything fancy. Whatever type of vanilla extract that you have in your pantry will be fine. And again, just a teaspoon of your vanilla extract, like so. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So we're just gonna shut that up. We're gonna go ahead and mix over our vanilla extract. I bet these would have been so good as cupcakes too, guys. You can also do it as cupcakes. But I don't have any of the cupcakes, the little paper thingies so I just went ahead and showed you guys the cake version. Okay, so just mix that up really good. Okay. What I'm gonna do next, guys, I'm gonna set this aside, and I am gonna grab my little processor here. I am using cashew nuts, but whatever nuts you have, if you have pecans, that will be better because it's really a butter pecan cake. And we're just gonna go ahead and get some of these cashews blended up here. And just, if you guys don't know, these are really good just by themselves. They're the great value cashew nut, if you guys could see it. Really, really good, unsalted, because, you know, you get a lot of people that have high blood pressure and stuff like that. Myself included, I do have high blood pressure. So you want to try to stick with a lot of unsalted stuff if you are someone with high blood pressure. So these are unsalted by any means. I got a topic, but they're really good. So if you guys try them, really good. Eat them by yourself. Okay, so we have our cashews here. You guys can see that. I'm gonna get them blended. Okay, just like so. You guys can see that. I'm gonna set that aside because that's done. I'm gonna get my cake batter back. I'm gonna show you guys how this looking. Okay, really well mixed. Okay, make sure your lumps are out. What we're gonna do now, guys, is we're gonna get some of these nuts over into our cake mix. Okay, just a little bit, not too much. Okay, like so. I'm gonna give it a fold. If you're a person who does not like texture when you're eating something, this might not be an option. You might want to skip with adding the nuts over into your batter. So we're gonna put this aside. We're gonna pull out our cake pan, which I've already sprayed it. And it's already oiled. My oven has already been preheated to 350. Now what you want to do, guys, is get your cake batter. And you want to get your cake batter over into your cake pan. Okay, I just want to keep pouring to get everything in there. Okay, this is a heavy bowl, guys, so I'm not sure what you guys use, but this is kind of heavy. So what we're doing is just scraping our batter. We want all of our batter. We don't want to waste anything. Just scrape your batter down into your cake pan. Okay. Okay. Got that done. we want to do now, I want to make sure that's all even, nice and even. Okay, so if you guys can see that, looks really, really good. It smells delicious too, you guys. So what we're gonna do now, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get this over into our preheated oven. And again, just look on the back of your cake box. It's gonna tell you this is a bundt cake. So we're gonna get in there for about 38 minutes. If you guys can see the back, it tells you, probably can't see it if it focuses good. It'll show you the different settings and temperatures that you would leave your cake in for. So I'm gonna get this over into my oven. I'm gonna be right back. And when I come back, you guys are gonna see how this turned out. And then comes the fun part. Now we're gonna have to dress the cake up and give it that awesome, yummy, delicious, you know, cream on top, as well as our nuts. I'll be right back.